Heritage kits.
Yes.
Now, I threw this question up because obviously with the doggies came out in their heritage kit on Friday night, 6:00 game. And it got a lot of people talking. There was so many doggies fans that were loving this jersey because it's a throwback to their 2004 jersey. The Broncos have had a couple of bangers over the last couple of years. Eels had theirs a couple of weeks ago. Fans were a bit up in the air about it. Yeah, a bit meh.
It was pretty Parramatta.
The Dragons have their red V, which is, they could just have that heritage kit. It doesn't change.
Yeah.
But there's plenty of other teams that could have a heritage kit as well. We'll get onto that. But the question I posed was, would you like to see them used as a home strip for a full year? So let's say, you look at Manly. They've got the hoop design, which is a throwback to their jerseys back in the 70s and 80s, which they now use as their home kit, which a lot of fans love. And like the doggies, would you like to see them used as a home kit for the rest of the year? Or do you think it takes away that uniqueness of having that one-off heritage kit where everyone gets up and about it and the jersey sales go through the roof for it? Do you think it devalues it, or would you like to see it for the rest of the home year?
I think obviously that jersey's better than their home jersey.
Yep.
But using it sporadically, it's a two-edged sword, right? It's a double edge because on one hand, it's a lot of pressure on the kit, but then also you have a bit of a release. You go, oh, we lost because of the kit. So it's a double-edged sword, right? But I just feel like if you're only wearing it once a year and your team loses in it, surely the jersey sales aren't great.
Well, obviously the jersey sales go, like, everyone buys them before the game. They release them,
but
and
I'm
go,
sure
there
was a lot of jerseys sold after that game, unless it was sold out.
Yep. No, the game wasn't sold out, I don't think, but yeah.
No, the jerseys, I mean.
Oh, the jerseys,
they might have sold
yeah,
out.
Yep.
But that jersey's better than their home kit.
100%.
It just simply is better. Like, look at the Knights jersey this year. That's a throwback kit, isn't it? And I think it's the best kit in the league. I genuinely think that I saw that live, and it was like watching, like, the first time I watched rugby league in HD. It just was so crispy, so clean.
Yep.
It looked lovely. I don't know why. I think there's a big push, especially since they just beat the Roosters, to make that kit stick around a little bit longer. Like, what's the harm?
They did it in a very hard way, like leading
like the 2004 Bulldogs would have.
True. Yes, true. The Dogs of War. Yep.
Dogs of War.
What about you?
Way better.
You're a Cowboys guy. They came in the league 1995, so there's a 30-year one coming next year. They could throw back to the inaugural.
Yeah.
Have you had a heritage one in the last?
Yeah,
years?
I've that 4X one I think is one of the best.
Sorry, yep.
That big cotton behemoth thing that you can't even wear in North Queensland. It's such an interesting decision. But people do, and they smell it too. That it is a big hit. It is heavy.
You can smell someone wearing it around the corner.
Yeah, you can smell it, and it's got a certain tinge to it. You're like, does that smell like victory? It does. More often than not, it does. But I feel like the Cowboys, I don't know. The thing with the heritage kits is the doggies one looks good, but now with the way that they make the kits, they're so tight and the collars look so weird. So they don't all hit. I've got a controversial take. I love the idea of the Broncos heritage kit. I don't think it looks that good.
Really? Which one? The diamond one or
the diamond one? Like it really wants to be something. I understand. I love the essence of it, but can I see a punter, maybe me-sized, rocking that?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It just looks a little funky. I mean, Reece Walsh looks really good in it. Really good in it. Am I a bit jaded because they absolutely clapped the Cowboys in it? We can't go into that. We don't have enough time on this show.
I think you are.
I feel that it's hard to get it right based on the fact that the jerseys are skin tight now. And I really think that when they're making heritage kits, that I don't know how much extra effort would be to just make one that's baggy like the old days, so it actually looks good.
For the fans, you need it. Obviously the players can't wear the baggy one, but
no,
you need it a bit more looser. I know the jerseys they have now are looser than the ones they wear on field. I get that, but you need the bigger ones.
I mean, look at what you're wearing right now. Okay, you're wearing an Anaheim Ducks jersey. That's a Fanatics jersey, and it is cut in a way for a fan. That's how they do it over there. That is not the same style jersey that they wear on the ice. That is cut in a way to be worn in the stands. You can buy the ones that they wear on the ice, and they cost like $300, and it's just like, who's doing that? But the one that you're wearing, forgive me if I'm wrong, it's a Fanatics one, and they're cut in a certain way to be actually worn in the stands, and it just makes so much sense because you're going to sell more of them because they're actually comfortable.
Yeah, and
in hockey, it's a baggy shirt anyway. But in league, I've been banging on about it for years, but they need to like rethink why make it an exact replica? It's so weird.
Yeah. I was going to say the Cowboys actually have a 95 their sevens jersey. Has it been? Yeah. I'm not sure if it's been released by the club. It's brilliant, but okay. Yeah. I was going to say I saw it on another website, and I was going to say the club needs to get in on that because that's a ripper. But I was going through and having a think of like other ones that we should, we could see. West Tigers. So this year is their 20 years since they won the sevens in 2004, and that jersey, you have to go and look it up. But they've got like claws where they've ripped the jersey sleeve. Yeah, it's a ripper. Maybe we could see like 10 years since Manly had their Wolverine yellow jersey.
Oh my! There's no need to bring that back.
Bring back that. Why not?
There's no need to bring that one back.
What about the Broncos? That blue and green terrible wish-wash thing. Bring that back. I know the Broncos have brought a couple back. Bring another one back. I'd love to see that one come out in the next couple of years. But
the era of superhero jerseys sometimes feels like a fever dream. Yeah. Like sometimes it's hard to remember if that really happened or if it was my imagination. It's really hard to pinpoint like what happened there.
Cowboys.
Because Manly we were Thor.
Then there was Captain America, which was the Roosters.
Yeah.
Dragons were Iron. Were they Iron Man? I believe they were.
And Souths was Superman.
Yeah, but that was a different era. That was when Rusty took over. See, we'll get with Marvel. I'll have a quick look. I'm pretty sure it was only the 4 Marvel NRL jerseys.
And it was just so weird that Manly were yellow and blue. Like, what was that about?
They look like Parramatta jerseys.
Yeah. And I still see the superhero jerseys getting around too.
Do you really?
Every time I go to a ground, especially up here, I see the Thor jersey everywhere.
Yeah.
I still see it kicking around.
So who was it that pointed out to that Ashton Sims? He was like, but he's Thor, sir. He's the real Thor. Like there's a clip of that. I forget who said it, but so Brisbane Broncos were Iron Man for a year, 2017. Dragons were Iron Man in 2015. West Tigers had War Machine.
Jesus. That is such a Tigers one to get given.
Manly had Falcon as well in 2017.
This is recent.
Dragons had Ant-Man in 2017.
Jesus.
North Queensland had Captain America in 2017.
Yeah.
And then the other Cowboys, that was a women's. West Tigers also had Rocket Raccoon.
Isn't that like?
It doesn't even say. I'm not sure, but
Rocket Raccoon for the West Tigers.
Fitting.
Wow, that is so West Tigers. Like to not even get Falcon. Like out of the, also like how were those the Marvel heroes selected?
Obviously, they were pushing the movies back in those days. Like they're pushing the Ant-Man movie, the Guardians of the Galaxy movie.
I'd love to know if anyone listening has a Rocket Raccoon. Like if anybody listening has a Rocket Raccoon Tigers jersey, please reach out because that. Wow, what year was it?
It doesn't say. I would guess it would be 2017. Because I'm pretty sure the first year. Let's have a look here. What did they have? So, that was 2017. Oh, and also, the Raiders had one, which I can't work out who it is. Roosters had Spider-Man. And here we go. Hold on. Let me go. Newcastle Knights will stand strong as Iron Patriot. Canberra Raiders will rule as Iron Fist. This is weird. I don't remember these at all. Like a couple of these at all.
That's what I mean. It's like a fever dream. I think everyone only really remembers their own club because they didn't really look like that. Like they just looked like superheroes. But I mean, how are you going to pick Rocket Raccoon out of a bunch? Like,
There's
I don't think it was very well sold.
Mitch Moses is posing in the West Tigers jersey as Rocket Raccoon. So
that's when it all went wrong.
yeah.
Because he left.
I'm pretty sure he left.
Well, Rocket Raccoon will do that to you, won't it? Like that might be the straw that broke the camel's back. Honestly, Rocket Raccoon might have been the Rocket Raccoon Photoshop. I feel like that's a butterfly effect in the NRL that traces back a lot of things. When you're talking about butterfly effects, I feel like the Rocket Raccoon Photoshop really has some legs to it. Honestly.
Yeah.
What could have been?
I would have started looking around as soon as that came out as well. So you got to wear this on the weekend. Yeah, not next year. Thank you.